I would like to point out something to you. I told you before that the period of the time of judgment starts in 2012. Please go watch my other video series called War of Christ 2012 as well as Black Messiah 2012. We are living in the last days. All right. Let's move a little bit further down the road. When we refer to a country, we metaphorically refer or regard the country as a woman. We call her she, for instance. We call America the beautiful. Beautiful is a term of endearment more commonly expressed to a woman than a man. Notice that we had the Statue of Liberty here in America is a statue of a woman. So we are living in the last year of America, and 2012 marks the end of America. Please go watch my video, War of Christ 2012, where I show you this with scriptures. Okay. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us many years ago, over 50 years ago, he told us that the last trick that the devil would play on us, or the white man would do to us, he said the last trick that the white man would perform on us is that he will give us his woman. Who is the commander in chief of this nation now? Who is the president now? It is someone who looks like you, Barack Obama, a man you never even heard of 10 years ago. Mighty strange, this American president is posing in front of the Mayan calendar, which predicts the end of the world in 2012, the same year his presidency ends. As president, he's in the driver's seat of the country. And what does the white man call that seat?
The new president will get a new house to live in, of course, a new plane to fly in. New to him, but they have been used before. He will, though, get a brand new car, custom made with many bells and whistles. He'll ride in it for the first time on Tuesday. And our Pierre Thomas got an exclusive first look.
The limousine is a symbol of presidential power. It is part of the mystique of the job. And the new president's new car is the most secure, sophisticated vehicle in the world.
We're at a secret location. We're not allowed to tell you where we are. This is where the Secret Service keeps the president's limo. Wow, is this the president's primary limo?
This is it.
When it was delivered, the Secret Service took the car apart, piece by piece, to check it for eavesdropping devices.
It's completely screened, swept to make sure that we know exactly what's in the car, that nothing unexpected is in the car. And from that time on, this will never leave our sight.
You guys have a nickname for this car. What's it called and why do you call it that?
It's often referred to as the Beast.
Secret Service agents call the presidential limousine the Beast. And if spy photos are any indication, President Obama's new ride lives up to the name.
It's a rolling tank with windows.
Okay, I want to make the point. So excuse my bluntness, but I'm saying this to make sure I got your attention. Why in the world is the white man allowing a nigger to sit over his most cherished possession? He is trying to deceive us into believing in fighting for America so that we will be destroyed with him. He is just fulfilling prophecy. In the book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 10, we have, and the devil that deceived them, that is the black people, in this sense, is the black people in America who he got to start loving and believing in America. They was cast in a lake of fire and brimstone where the beast and the false prophet are. Now, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us that the contents of North America is that lake. But let me move forward. World War III, the War of Armageddon, is set to begin in 2012. I know you may not believe this, but if you would stop watching American Idol and the NBA Finals and all these other distractions that's going on and start reading and paying attention to the news, you will see what is going on in the Middle East. You know, they have their ships and they move in ground forces in Libya, but that's not my subject matter. Let me just move forward. The War of Armageddon. I'm just telling you, if you're not watching my video, it's not going to be my fault. You know, I'm trying to tell you. I can't make you watch these videos. I can't make you believe. I can only tell you. So I just have to plain. If you won't watch War of Christ 2012, there's nothing I can do. I can't force you to do anything. So, but only thing I can tell you right now is that the War of Armageddon, meaning, you know, the last and final war set to begin in 2012. You know, I mean, you really need to, you know, snap out of this hypnotized state you're in and really think about what's really going on. You know, you got the worst economic crisis that this country has faced since the Great Depression, and you have a black man in office as president of the United States. I mean, okay, they just made a movie, I believe, in 2009 or 2010 called 2012 with Danny Glover, and Danny Glover was the president of the United States, and in that movie, he said that Danny Glover, he said, "I am the last a president of the United States." I mean, you know, but I digress. So when the War of Armageddon starts and it's set to begin in 2012, whose side will you be on? Will you be on America's side with this puppet named Obama, or will you be on God's side? Please don't let this black puppet president Obama deceive you to side with the country that enslaved your people for over 400 years. Now, I want to share with you a conversation that I had with my mother concerning Barack Obama. You know, I was talking to her, and I asked her a question. I said, "Do you remember, Bill Clinton when he was in office?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "You remember, how black people was treating, well, I should say treating Bill Clinton, but you remember how black people was sweating Bill Clinton about reparations and this and that? It was a really big issue when Bill Clinton, a white man, was president. Now, you had all these black leaders, all these black groups, in Cobra, Black Panther Party, all these black so-called leaders, having meetings all over the country and speaking out that we need reparations for 400 years of slavery. Yet, now that a black man's in office, they're silent. It's not so much that they don't want reparations. What's going on? They sleeping. They've been deceived. Now they think they can move forward because they think they got some kind of future in this country because the white man done changed. Look, they put a black man in office. So psychologically, it just wouldn't look right in the minds of the general populace. For black people, it will look for a lot of reasons. It will look strange. It will look like favoritism. But the position that this puppet Obama has put us in, we're not fighting for reparations. You're not even. I mean, I can't even regard even hearing the word of more than 2 or 3 times since this man's been in office. There's no movement. You can listen to Louis Farrakhan on Sunday on his webcast on the internet. You don't hear him talking about no reparations from Barack Obama. You can listen to all these so-called black leaders in Mississippi, Atlanta, New York, Kansas. Nobody's talking about reparations with this black president. And and before he got into Libya, you have certain Muslims in this country in Chicago supporting the man, calling the man referring to him as some kind of messiah. Just deceived. But I digress again. Now that we are here at the close of this video, let me introduce you by way of more examples and more, in the way that I teach. Let me introduce you to the man, that's coming to perform the final who's coming to gather his people, the man that's coming to deliver us, the Christ, the Master Farad Muhammad. Let me in this next series of videos introduce you to the one that is coming to which is on his #1 list to destroy America. Let me introduce you to the most powerful man in the universe. The one that you could refer to as King Solomon, the one with the balanced mind, the one with the master grip, the Lord of the worlds. I present to you in this next set of video series more knowledge of your Savior and God, Master Farad Muhammad.